Gonna spray some oven cleaner over the engine compartment. Try to get it all degreased and cleaned up. I'm also gonna do this on the underside just to break all the grease off, because we got some spots that it didn't take. I figure on a rainy day it shouldn't hurt. Just try to do it right now while it's not coming down so hard. Just picked up this can from a Walmart can brand. Let's see how it works. I'm gonna start with, I think we got 4 cans. That's 4 cans of oven spray. 4 cans for the entire car, the entire outside, the shell. Pretty much, I guess you could say 4 cans for the entire shell. And I'm gonna just let that go ahead and just sit overnight, sit and soak in, do its job, break everything down. And that took 4 cans, so on the bottom side it should only take, I guess a good 2 will do. Get me covered if that's a good coating on this. 1 should do, but I'm gonna take and do the bottom side in about 2 good coats. Okay, we have the Miata pretty much sanded down, and getting ready to tape off the little labels and stuff, and sprayer in gray. Once we get it all sprayed, the metal cover, we'll start working on that rust spot and getting the, I don't know, after that point, work on that rough spot and probably start on the white primer. But this is where we are at the moment. just to keep up with the documentary of the spray cans, pretty much. Got 4 more cans of primer. That's a can of stripper I'm gonna try. It's a can of stripper I'm gonna try. It's pretty pricey at $9, right at $10. But I just pick it up, see what it works like. Clean the driveway up, and then 2 high heat cans. Just a quick shot, as you see, is night, and tonight I'm not gonna spotlight, but just checking these spots out right quick. Figure out how to spray some paint down in there real good. For the most part, we got it grayed out, the shell, so now we can work on the rough spots. Can't see it here with this, but now we can work on the rough spots, getting it all smoothed out. We got the engine compartment. We got a first can of white on it. I'm gonna let it dry overnight. Come back and put the second coat of heat paint on it. Get the engine bay painted. Probably the interior compartment and the trunk. Might go ahead and, well, I can do those after I sand it, and we'll just take it from there. Alright, just to note, for today's note, picked up 2 cans of the 2X flat white, and we're starting to go ahead and prime the inside. And just to note, with that 2X, I'm just using it on the inside of here of the chassis, and I'm going to use it in the trunk. And I'm just using it because, and that's all I'm going to do is prime these 2 areas, because they're going to be covered anyway. I just want to give it a protection paint. We'll make it a white coat to blend with the rest of the body. And of course, with the engine compartment, it's going to be in the high temperature white. I want to get a real quick clip in. It's gotten dark on me, and we have 6 more cans of white, 1 can of heat white. Have the trunk sprayed down. Got a coat on that. We use those 6 cans to coat the trunk and the engine compartment, along with 1 can of the heat spray inside the engine compartment. So that's 6 cans to do this job. And we get 4 more cans to finish the inside. Do that tomorrow. Finish getting a good coating. See little spots like that. And from there, once we get the 4 cans, I'm gonna get 4 more cans for the inside. And we're gonna finish spraying that, and then we're gonna come finish doing the body work. Get the body straight. And after we get the body straight, we'll probably move on to the panels, to the kit. Haven't quite decided where we're gonna go, but right now that's 4 more cans, 1 can of heat, and the trunk, engine compartment, cab compartment. And just knock that bit out there. That's in gray. This is the latest update. We have a bit more covered in the white primer, but being that it's been pretty cool out, it's not quite dry, so little sticky. I'm gonna let this just sit out today. I'm gonna put another coat on the inside, finish coating the inside, and I'm gonna just let it sit out. Probably also go ahead and work the outer, the shell, get a coat on of white on it as well. But we have the inside, the trunk, and inner compartment done. We're just gonna get that up, get that painted, and just let it sit and dry for a while. Okay, just for GP, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna put an extra coat of undercoat on the sides here where the panels go in the rust prone area. So we're gonna give that a try and see how it turns out. I'm working on priming, just putting a coat over it to protect it, get the shell primed up a little bit here in white. Okay, I picked up 4 more cans of this here flat white, and then I got 3 cans of black, 1 can of undercoat, 1 can of black, and 1 can of heat. And we're coating it now with this here white. Okay, rear caps on where we are at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cans of white. We're going ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and spray the shell down. Got it all wiped down. We're gonna get it painted. The shell, the trunk, and the engine compartment. We're gonna go on and primer it all in white. Like I said, we already have the bottom done. I'm gonna tape those few holes off right quick. When we get back, we're gonna run and pick up a few more cans of white. I'm gonna pick up maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 more, 6 more cans of white, at least 5 more cans. Try to get the shell and all that done. I'll tape it off when we get back and see if we can get that all wrapped up. So Okay, so now we're at the point where we have the trunk, we have the interior compartment, and also the engine compartment. We have those primed out white. I'm going to spray some clear over the engine compartment. It's got coats of heat treatment and a coat of prime over it. I'm gonna spray, like I said, the clear over the engine compartment. If I have any left over, I'm not really worried about this here or the trunk, but if I have any left over, I'm gonna do a quick coat over it just to give it a little protection. But right now I'm really worried about the engine because that's gonna be, you'll be able to see it. Here in the trunk is gonna have a liner, so you're not gonna see it that much, so I'm not gonna worry about those compartments too much, but we're gonna get a nice coating here in the engine bay. Alright, we're about to wrap up today's spray. And for today's spray, we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 whites and 2 clear. So we sprayed the interior, the engine compartment. We sprayed the cockpit compartment. We sprayed the trunk. Now on the trunk and on the engine compartment, we sprayed the clear coat to protect it. Wasn't really worried about the trunk, but we did go ahead and spray a coat over it, give it a little protection. And this here, I might pick one up and just give it a coating, but I'm not really too worried about the interior. Like I said, it's covered by carpet and all. Not really worried about the scratches or whatnot that might come to that area of the trunk, because they will be lined with carpet. But I want to make sure I got a good coat in the engine compartment. I also sprayed a coat on the air duct windshield wiper compartment as well. Gonna let that sit and dry for a couple days. I'm gonna come back and finish that rough spot, along with perhaps spraying some more, a nice coat of undercoating, or at least that. I want to put the rough texture stuff like the trunk lining in the wheel well area and under the part that's not the drivetrain tunnel. I got 2 cans of that. We probably just try it after, like I said, the white dry. Once all this here dry, I'm gonna give this a couple days to sit and dry. Got a spot under there that I noticed that I kind of missed, but I'm pretty happy with that right now with the white. Like I said, let that dry and get started on the fenders. Well, just to show you where we are at this point, we have a coat of clear put on the engine compartment and in the trunk. And I must say, I do like the way it lay, because now it's like a little sheen, a little protective coat over it to protect the paint. We didn't really detail these parts because, you know, stuff is going to be going in the compartment and carpet and stuff over this. I haven't coated this part, and you can tell it's not, that sheen isn't there. So if stuff get on it, it's clearly going to stick to the paint. But Get all this dust spray or whatever this is has collected. What I'm gonna do is just let this sit and dry one more day. Give it a nice, good curing time. Once that dry, from there the next nice sunny day, I'll be putting clear coat on this part, and I guess also on that day I'll put the yeah, see, there's this dust everywhere. We'll take and redo the underside as well. But that's it for today. I'm gonna just let this sit and dry for one more day, and then we'll come out and hopefully tomorrow or Monday take care of the rest of it.